Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something super fun. We are going to be doing a deep clean and decorate or total room transformation. We are taking down the boys' bunk beds. We got them new beds. This room is going to look absolutely and totally different. You will not believe the change. It's incredible. After taking the bunk beds down, I am cleaning up whatever was under there. My boys are responsible to keep their own rooms clean. I will come in here and deep clean every so often, but generally I have them do it. But as you can see, they left a lot behind. I'm taking the posters off the wall, and this little square box was actually a wooden desk Chris made from scratch for Liam when he was on the top bunk. So that has got to come down. You guys, I had to do some like magic in here. This room is so small, and to get two growing boys to share a room in here was very tough. So I'm also going to be showing you guys how I maximize very, very little space with what you've got, and it is very doable. I love the way everything turned out. It was so pretty. Definitely one of my new favorite rooms in the house, and the boys were obsessed with it. So gonna deep clean, because whenever I decorate, I always like to do a deep clean first to have like a nice clean slate. And I am gonna show you the transformation step by step. You guys, it's like whoa. If you aren't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button before we go any further. We have a ton of fun videos over here, and I'd love for you to join my YouTube family. In today's video, I will go step by step where I got every single thing in this room, so do not worry. That'll be at the end, and I will also let you know the price of everything, because this is a major budget renovation. Everything I do is on a budget, but today was like really on a budget. So you will get to see all of that, and you'll get to see a lot of Chris, because he helped a ton. He's such a good helper. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you love to see room transformation, especially on a budget. Let me know, because that shows me that these videos are something you're interested in seeing, and that means a lot to me. So go ahead and hit that like button. I'm using my Swiffer here. I actually picked this up at Target. I love it. It's perfect for fans. I was expecting it to be a little bit more sturdy, but it works great. My arms get so tired when I'm trying to vacuum a fan. I know you know what I mean. So this is very convenient, and it worked super great to actually wipe down the walls, because honestly I didn't realize how dusty our walls get. But definitely with spring cleaning, I was wiping the walls down, and it made such a difference in the room. Okay, so I'm going to be touching up any of the nail holes. I'm going to be touching up this square right here. I wanted to paint it all one solid color, and I may still do that. I don't know. I don't want to put too much money into this, because I feel like with this quarantine, we've actually been spending a lot of money lately. So I had to get the beds because the boys needed it, but I don't know if I want to go all out and buy new paint. So I'm going to think about that, but I know for sure I'm going to fill these nail holes. I'm definitely going to need to get a new dresser. That's too much for now, but again, I'm going to be looking on Facebook Marketplace, maybe for like a used IKEA dresser. This is the Hemnes, I think it is, and I love it. I cannot recommend this dresser enough. So I'm going to fill all of the wall holes with some patch and paint, and this is really good stuff because you can paint over it almost immediately. So I fill all this up, and I'm going to just paint this little square. I was really on the fence about possibly doing like herringbone wallpaper, or like the peel and stick. I just didn't know, or even painting the whole room lighter, but I did not want to take on such a huge project because there's so many other things in the house to do. So I'm just gonna patch it up and then paint this little spot. I really like how it turned out. so it worked out perfectly. And then I got this little shelf from Kirkland's. It was $59.99, and I had a gift card and 20% off. Kirkland's has a 20% off everything right now, so you have to go online and get that. This shelf was so cute, you guys. I was obsessed with the way it came out. The boys even loved it, but I like the mix of metal and wood. I think it's really pretty. It's almost like a rustic vibe, and I think that's great for a boys' room. I have really been on the fence on how I want to decorate their room because they are older, and so little kid stuff, they don't want that. But what was funny was after I did their room and I showed the boys, my younger boys were like, I want my room like that. So silly.
Oh no. Yeah, try behind West. He's West.
You're ridiculous.
Okay.
I picked up these cord hiders or cord, I don't know what they're called, to be honest with you. They hide cords, that's all I can tell you. I got them from Best Buy, the pickup, and they were about $22. I know there were different types. I chose this one, and I thought they worked out really well. It took a minute to be able to get the cords in there. The plastic was super, super hard to open, but it finally worked out. And once you did it once, and if I had to actually like change it all, which I did not show on film or on camera, I had it all mixed up, so I had to take them all out and restart. It was definitely easier the second go around. It's just, I think I might have like delicate fingers or something because it was hurting, but this was absolutely mandatory to do because I could not stand the cords. It was so ugly. For the big cord in the back, the HDMI cord, I actually just got a little Velcro bungee from the garage and just shoved it behind the TV. Moving on to their bed, I'm taking all of the bed sheets and everything off because they got all new, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you guys. Oh, I love getting into fresh sheets and a fluffy bed, and it makes me so happy to be able to do that for the kids as well.
We've had this conversation and you seem to agree with me, but when there's complications you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem you become like a wall, and every time I trip it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I help you? You don't have to save me, just be my parachute.
I'm going to wipe down everything. As I had mentioned earlier, this room was so dusty, you guys, so I'm wiping it down, and then when the dusting didn't work well enough, I brought in a wet rag and wiped everything down. This room was so clean. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the shelf. I think it looks so good. I love the way it looks, the mix of wood and metal. It's like I feel like it's not just masculine, but it's a really rustic look, and I think it just makes this room tied together so well. I know that Kirkland still has these in stock, so definitely check it out.
You're such a sensitive guy. When your friends are hurting, you make sure to stick around.
So for a tight space like this room, I use a lot of height to store things, and then down below, like under the beds. So these little bins, my mom actually had given them to me. She didn't need them. So I will put anything that takes up too much space, like these big bulky jackets and old shoes that, you know, they just play around in, things like that we don't really have space for. These bins are great, and they slide under the bed, super great. I also have bins that have wheels, as you may have seen in the other boys' room. That helps with clothes, like winter clothes and things like that. We don't have a ton of winter clothes because we live in Florida and it doesn't get cold here, but either way, it really helps to have these bins under the bed. In the other boys' room, I have Legos in there and their toys, which makes it so great because who wants to see toys all over the place? We just don't have the room to be able to display the toys out in the open. But for like Liam here, I've got his shoes that are going to be under there, and it works out great. Time to move on into their dreaded closet, you guys. This was I was done with the rest of the room, and then I knew I had to do this room, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do their closet. But I zoomed through here so quick. At some point, I have the boys come in here, and you will see that in just a second with a big old garbage bag, and I just said, have no emotional attachment, say yes or no. And they were like, what? I said, say yes or no. And I held something up, and it was yes or no. It was no, maybe, one day. It was yes or no, and that was it. Anything that they've had in here that has been collecting dust for I don't know how long, or just been laying around, I got rid of, because there's just no point in keeping it anymore. I'm going to also dust the back of their doors. As you can see, this is where I have some more of the command hooks that helps. There is a wall, or right there, a hole in the wall, and I meant to pick up a little door stopper, the flat one that will cover that completely, but I absolutely forgot. So I'm going to go pick up one of those today. There was a door stopper on there, and they were playing and chasing each other around the house, and then bam. But I'm not mad about it, because that'll be an easy fix. The sheets are all out of the wash, and it is time to make their beds. This is what I have been looking forward to the most. In all honesty, when you saw the very, very beginning of this video, that was probably filmed about over a month ago, maybe more, if I'm being honest, because it takes me this long to be able to get the money and save up and then get things done.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights.
If you're wondering where I got things, if it just pops into your mind, don't forget at the end of the video, I will go through everything in this room and show you where everything came from and how much it was.
I don't really care about happy ever after. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah.
So as my sweet YouTube family and my followers, I would love to know, what do you guys want to see on my channel? Do you like more of this decor style? You like a mix between cleaning and decor? Please let me know in the comments below, because that is what I'm going to provide, whatever you guys are wanting to see, but I need to know.
Surrounding me, baby. I'm sure we lost track of time. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever after. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe?
So I'm going to put their blankets on the end of the bed, and as I will mention at the end of the video, these are very old, and I'm taking some old pillow inserts. These are probably, oh my gosh, 5 years old, when I used to have a lot of yellows in the house, and I always keep these around because you buy pillow covers and bam, you have a whole new pillow and you don't have to buy an insert. Okay, here's the final reveal. I'm so happy with the way it came out. So I'm gonna show you where I got everything, and I'm honestly, I'm feeling very, very grateful. I love the way it came out. So starting in here, we got these twin size beds. These are black metal beds, and they were from Walmart. I will get a link for those. These sheets are microfiber, and they're from Target. They were $9 for a set. These beds were $92. I wanted to back up because I want to tell you this was like so on a budget. So $92, $9. I got these pillow covers from Hobby Lobby today, and they're really stretchy and beautiful. I love the pattern. They were originally $17.99 each, and I got them for $4.70 each on clearance. Their little down alternative comforter is also from Target, and it was $15. This is from Target about 3 years ago. So I was planning on getting them a duvet, but I really like the white because it makes this room feel a lot more open than it really is. This dresser here, I sold their white dresser that was in here. I loved it. It was from IKEA, and that is how I purchased all this stuff. So I sold that for $200, and I was able to purchase this for $40. And I plan on recovering it, or like repainting it, but that'll be another day. This is the way it came. I put some succulents in here. Got this shelf from Kirkland's with 20% off, and I had a gift card, and everything on here is just his stuff. Back over here, I showed you where we got the beds, and everything is exactly identical here. The curtains, they've always had these. These are also from Target from probably 2 or 3 years ago. Over here, I bought these little tube cord covers from Best Buy for $22, and you could kind of do your own thing. I had a lot of trouble with this, honestly. It was hard, but I did it. Got some command hooks for their headsets. This has always been here, and then another command hook for their headset. So I put command strips on, or command hooks on the back of their doors, and this helps with creating more space. And that way it's not just laying around, especially when you have such a tight room. Very tight. It used to have bunk beds in here. I wanted to add more on the walls, but I felt like it would close the room in more, so I just did this one shelf. I showed you guys the paint, and I love it. I was thinking about doing wallpaper, but I think this turned out just right. I love having a little bit of the greenery there just to kind of add a little life and brightness in here. And then up here, I made that sign for them about 3 years ago. Moving into the closet, I just added this basket down here for more of their backpacks and computer cases. This is where they'll put their clothes. We decluttered a ton of clothes. This is open now. This is just a Dollar Tree bin full of like cords and stuff, and then my son's Ant-Man mask, I guess you would call it. Cleaned everything out, so this is all of Drew's clothes on this side. This is Liam's item. These are Liam's items on this side, and then I kept this open because it made the closet feel so much more open. Chris put this closet system up. We got it from Home Depot. It's a Closet Made. It was just the basic in the box. We bought it there. That's the way their closet looks. Yes, the closet door is broken. We were thinking about putting a farm door on here, but since the TV's there, we have just left it open for now. So this is the final look. Let me give you another view. I am so happy with the way it turned out. It's a very tight room. I say that all the time. It is hard to decorate in here, and it is hard to keep clean. So my tip when you have a super tight, small area, less is more. Do not have stuff everywhere. It is so easy to fill up with things, but don't, because it'll make the walls come in. Also, minimal items hanging up on the wall will keep the room feeling very light and airy. So just this one thing right here, and we are done. I was so tempted to put something on each side. I mean, even today when I was getting the room ready, I almost went to Kirkland's and these huge, like, I guess it's like poster size pictures of their initials. And I'm like, no, I know it'll close this room in. So I am really quite pleased with how everything looks. And it was super, super, super affordable. On a budget, you can do this. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am sweating. I worked hard in here. It feels so good. I cannot wait to show the boys. They have not seen it. I've kept them out all day. I hope this inspired you. I hope it motivated you. And most of all, I hope it showed you creative ways to make the best out of the space we have. We can't all pick up and move. We can't all live in these lavish homes. But where we're at is where we're supposed to be at, and make the best out of it. And I think that is exactly what I did today. This room feels so good, and although it's super tight and small, especially with having 2 growing boys in here, it feels really, really open and so much bigger than it really is. So that's a win in my book, and everything was affordable. Like I said, I sold their dresser, and that is how I was able to pay for some of the other items in here. So you gotta be a little creative. Look on Facebook Marketplace, be careful with Craigslist, look for clearance items. You can do this. If you are inspired enough to create something for your home and transform one of the rooms, please find me on Instagram, tag me, because I would absolutely love to see. Thank you all so much for today. I appreciate you. Listen, I just want to put this out there. You could be doing anything here today and you're watching my channel. That is so valuable to me. Your time is so precious. Time is precious, and you chose to spend it with me, so thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button before this video is over. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. We have more decorating and cleaning coming up. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.